everyone, it's me again, Richard Struck, Irresistible Dick. And we have today an Okumurayuki, I'll never get this right, Victory pachinko machine. I've got two different ones here that are the same model. And I'm an electrician by trade, so I know a lot about electricity, and these are very simple as far as the electrical circuits go. But a lot of people, get machines like this, and I'll demonstrate this one in a minute. This one did have a 4-pin connector to hook up the electricity up here in the upper right hand corner. That was removed on this machine, and it was in this machine over here, but either way the 4-pin connector doesn't do you any good if you don't have the other side of the 4-pin connector. So on this machine, basically I'm just going to do a couple of butt splices up to a terminal strip. I got this 2-terminal strip where I'm going to connect power up in the upper right hand corner. Now if you're familiar with Nishin machines, those are usually the most common machine you'll see. They'll have a little block, usually in the upper right hand corner, and it has the electrical connections up there and a built-in fuse. And so I just wanted to point out that in this case there are no fuses on the machine. And I'm running some big batteries, this 12-volt battery backup from a fire alarm system that I salvaged from my work. And so I put an inline fuse in here, and I'm only fusing this at about 1.5 amps. It's really nothing. If you want to use more power from it, you could fuse it up a little higher, but keep in mind that that's for your wire size, and typically I would think that these are going to be like 16 gauge wire or smaller to do your pachinko machine. So I wouldn't go any more than 10 amps on your inline fuse. So basically, I wanted to show you this. This is a pretty cool feature of this machine, something I figured out while I was working on it. So I took this cover off before, and this is where the 4-pin connector used to be. I'll zoom that in for you guys, make it a little easier for you. Give me just a second. You can tell I'm a skilled camera person. So there in the corner you see the 4 wires that were connected to the 4-pin connector in the upper corner. Now 2 of these wires, the black one and the white one, are actually connected to the same electrical point. And I'll show you how I know that. Is that if you grab this thing, and press it on the side here, this hole pops off right here. So we have three light bulbs in this machine, and these 3 light bulbs, 2 of them will go off together when you get a jackpot, and the 3rd one is your bin empty light. So one is a different color, I think it's red, and then the other 2 are amber, just like this one up here, the one next door, and I'll show you that in a couple minutes. So on the back end of this little assembly here, there's one of these real flimsy leaf switches that turn this activates your jackpot lights. So in this case, I already did the homework, and this green wire and the white wire are what I'm going to hook the power to. The black wire is the same as the white wire in this case, and the red wire I'm going to think probably just provides feedback if there was perhaps a console that the attendants at the pachinko parlors would alert them when there's a bin empty condition. So that's what I'm thinking. So this all back together. Carefully, carefully. Okay. And so I'll probably fast forward through this, but I'm going to just use butt splices, which I've shown in my previous videos. Use butt splices to connect these two wires to a longer piece of wire. I'll bring those wires out to this terminal strip right here. I'm just going to drill a 1/8 inch hole very carefully. I'm not going to want to drill all the way through that backboard, just enough to kind of give it enough so that the screw can get started and it won't split the wood. And then I'll mount that up there, bring those two wires up there, and in the next video I'll just connect up the electrical power and we'll see how things go. Because I have no idea, I haven't tested this machine. You have no idea when you pick up a machine whether all the light bulbs are burned out, how long it's been sitting, and so it's always an experiment to hook it up and take it up to power and see what happens. But I'm lucky I have this machine working and I know how the wiring goes, and that's the wires that get the power. See you at the next video.